So the issue we're having at the moment with Lincoln is we just don't have any form. We can't get into any sort of run of form. We can't win games, lose games, draw games consistently. We can't do anything consistently right now. And that is what's holding us back. We have to try and fix it. Maybe today is going to be that day. Hello and welcome back to the Lincoln Loco. Today, 2 games for you. Away to Ipswich and then at home to Derby County in the Championship. And as I was saying, we just can't do anything in terms of form. I'll show you what I mean in a second. But since you were last here, we have played 2 of the best games we have played in this entire series, which is a little bit annoying. I didn't show you them. But last time you were here, we had the 0-0 draw with Newcastle, which was alright, and then a 1-0 loss to Reading, which was very, very poor. After that, we played perhaps one of the best games we've ever played, attacking-wise at least. We scored 6 goals. Defensively, we still had a bit to work on, conceding 3, but a big 6-3 win over, at the time, 3rd place QPR. I mean, that was a huge result, that. So I was really pleased with that. Thinking that this is the change now, because we had to have a team meeting after the Reading game. We had a team meeting, and I thought, right, the team meeting's changed everything. We're going to go into a winning streak now, but no, we lost to Huddersfield 2-1. So that ended that. We then played Leicester, who played a very, very talented first team, basically. They played a full-strength side, in my opinion. Got a 2-2 draw in the best team performance I've ever seen. We really pulled together there to get a draw and go to the replay, which we played later on. We then played Walsall, though, in between, a 3-1 win there. That was really nice to see. Chuma picking up a hat-trick. He picked up a hat-trick against QPR as well. So after not scoring for 12 games, he then scored 6 goals in 3 games or 4 games there, so that was good for him. In fact, he picked up a goal in the Leicester game actually, so that's 7 goals in 4 games. Very good, nice return there. Walsall sitting very far down the table, so that was a fairly easy win there. And then we went to Leicester in the replay, and only a Riyad Mahrez extra time goal separated the 2 sides. So we were unlucky, I think, to get knocked out, but we definitely gave a good account of ourselves there. But as you can see, we apart from this patch here, we just can't seem to get in any sort of form. So that is an issue we need to get started on and try and fix. So with all that in mind, we're currently sitting 13th in the table on 38 points, which is pretty nice. I think we were a lot lower down the table at this point, or had a lot less points at least. So things are looking better than last season at least. We're sitting just outside the top half, but we could easily sneak in there actually. And we're only 11 points off the playoffs right now, when that's not unheard of to be getting in there at this stage. You know, we can still do it. I still always think of it must have been a good 10 years ago or so, more than 10 years ago. Lincoln were bottom of the table at Christmas and then finishing the playoffs in League 2, or Division 3 as it was then. So there's still time to do it. However, that could be a little tricky though, as we look at the injuries currently. Look at current injuries. Where is it? Current injuries there. Only Fosu and Bright Samuel are injured at the moment. They're back in a few weeks' time. But that does mean we've got no wingers on the left-hand side, and Prince Harry and Jordan Maguire have also been injured recently as well. So we've had no wingers for a little while. It means we've been playing with Diamond a fair bit, and it's been successful to an extent, this Diamond actually. So I'm happy to keep using it for now, especially as the 2 left-sided wingers are injured still and others are coming back. So we're going to use the Diamond today. We've got Haug in goal, a back 4 of Vokins, Segura, Howkins and Roberts. Vokins I'm just not pleased with, but he's the only left back we've got that's any good. So he's got to play. He's sort of their default, basically. Coyle, Byers and De Silva start in the middle. McGeehan is at attacking midfielder, and Chuma and Alore starting up front for us today as that duo striker deal that we've got going on there. So kick-off is upon us then, and we're obviously playing in the red because that's the colour we play in. I'm expecting big things from this game. I'm expecting a decent result. I think we've got the quality to be beating teams like Ipswich, and if we want to be cementing ourselves as a mid-table upper half side, then I do think Ipswich is a game that we have to be winning, really. And it looks like we're going to try and do something about that now as Chuma comes forward on the ball, trying to create some options. Now, Alare almost through, but Roberts has so much space, puts the Chuma at the back post, and Chuma scores his 8th goal in 5 games. It's offside. Oh, mate. Oh, I feel bad for him now. That was a good goal. A very nicely worked team goal there, but unfortunately it's come to nothing, which is frustrating. I've been watching a lot of Breaking Bad recently as well. I'll make the link in a minute. But obviously in Breaking Bad, Walter White. Oh, Hawkins came close there as well. Obviously, in Breaking Bad, Walter White has cancer, and obviously, you call it the clump of cells in cancer a tumour. And every time I say tumour's name now, because I've been watching that, I think it's a bit weird, but I just keep thinking cancer. So I feel like we need to give him a nickname, because I just feel like I want to change it. Otherwise, I'm going to think of it all the time. So if anyone's got any good nickname suggestions for tumour, then I'd love that. Maybe, or is it just pronounced chummer? Perhaps I'm pronouncing it wrong. Could be chummer, as he's come close again. But this time, Alare actually collects up the loose ball and scores a nice goal there. Chummer. We could call him like Chubba. Or I mean, I don't know. You guys are creative in the comments. Think of a good nickname for him, and I might do it. But that's just my thought process. It's a bit weird, I know, but there we go. Alare, though, once again, gets himself through, scores a goal. He's been a backup striker for us this season. I don't think he's actually restarted in many games, but when he does play, he scores goals. I'll give him that. His goal-to-game ratio is the best in the squad, so I think he's worthy of a few starts in the future. But it's just a shame because he's a target man, and we play with a one-striker system most of the time with the wingers. And I mean, obviously the wingers are there to put crosses in, but I'd like to have them cut inside as well as inside forwards and things like that, as Ashley Barnes makes it 2-1, Ipswich get themselves back in the game. And so I feel like a target man is wasted in a one-striker system. I'd rather have someone like Chimmer or Ashley Fletcher coming in as advanced forwards and things like that. So we'll experiment, I think, but he's got to start a few games now. He's scoring goals, and when they're in form, I have to be starting them, really, don't I? Ipswich trying to come forward now, but Segura collects that loose ball and plays it back to Haug now. We'll try and regroup ourselves a little bit. The shape is looking a little bit lopsided there. And what was that? Like, literally, what kind of a clearance was that? It just put it straight to their man. And now Ashley Barnes is through, and he's been fouled in the area, and it's a bloody penalty to Ipswich. We've just thrown away a 2-goal lead, basically, as Garner scores their penalty. We were 2-0 up. We were safe and dry, really, if you think about it. I mean, it was early on in the game, I suppose, but we've thrown it away with 2 very, very silly mistakes there. And Segura, who was actually my signing of the season, I think, so far, the way he's been playing, he's solid, absolutely solid at the back, has had a bit of a mare right now. Right, well, let's go assertive. Unlucky boys, things haven't gone right. Oh, I don't know if that was the right thing to say or not. At least one man's green. Alare's gone green, but we'll see. The second half will bring some new things. I think we've been the better side here, and we deserve the win. So goals will come. I can guarantee you that goals will come. It's just the defence is also a little bit that I'm worried about. Free kick then for Ipswich. They come forward with the ball. Behrens can't get his crossing, but it goes back to Scouse. Scouse to Wilcox, but that's clear, but only as far as Downs, and it's back to Willock. Not Wilcock, it's Willock. North, they've played us round there, and Ashley, oh my God, they've gone up. We were 2-0 up, 2-0 up. I mean, how has this happened? Tactically then, we'll put Vokins on attack, Roberts on attack, we'll go attacking ourselves. And we'll bring Fletcher on for Chuma, because he's not played very well either. So that's what we'll do. We'll make those changes. We've got to score 2 goals here, and quite frankly, I'm not convinced right now, actually. Which goes against what I was just saying, because I literally said before that goals are in this side and the goals will come. So I don't know what's made me change my mind there at all in those 30 seconds. But hey ho, we'll go overload now as well. I mean, there's been no highlights, no more shots. I'm starting to get a little bit worried. I mean, the crowd at Portman Road are going to be chanting 2-0 up and you fucked it up. I mean, that's a classic chant, that is, when you're 2-0 up and then the other team score 3. What kind of a clearance was that? Luckily, Garner cannot hit a barn door, basically. But Segura nearly gave him a goal there. We've now got a highlight. There is Alare on the ball. He's messed his pass up there. Now Ipswich on the counter-attack have got men coming forward. Willock gets past his man, gets to Norton. Oh, look at the space they've got. We're not doing well defensively. The defence are all over the place. Garner's been put through. He's been tackled, though, and Alare now can start his own counter-attack. Gets his ball up towards McGeehan, but no one's there. Mitchell's clearance, though, only as far as Roberts. Roberts collects it back to Hawkins, Byers, De Silva, Alare. He's just slowed the tempo down a little bit. We'll actually go to a high tempo in a minute, but he's put Alare through Fletcher. Fletcher just wide. Tactically, we want to go to team instructions. We'll take more risks. We'll go to a higher tempo. What else? What else do we want? Do we want more direct passing? Does that help? More direct? I mean, I don't really know if that does anything at all. We'll leave it as it is, a mixed. We won't exploit in the middle. We'll just go anywhere, basically, but work the ball into the box. Let's do that. I thought they just scored. I thought I'd missed it. They hadn't, though, which is nice. We'll say push forward as well, because that's something that needs to be done. Alare on the ball. Play it through to McGeehan. McGeehan through. McGeehan, he had to put it either side of the goalkeeper, and he literally hit it straight in the goalkeeper's hands. Straight in the goalkeeper's hands, and the corner was pathetic as well. We're not doing it, are we? We're not going to do it. I just don't understand how we've thrown a 2-0 lead away. Really? How has that happened? We've got a throw in now. Alare, he can't get his ball to his man. Segura's pass was risky. Vokins now gets it to Byers, but Byers loses it. But Coyle's there. Oh, what a great ball that was to Vokins. Vokins into Fletcher. Fletcher makes it 3-3, and now we've got a few minutes now to grab a goal. We'll encourage the boys. Just encourage them. Come on. Get there. Oh, it was a highlight straight from kickoff. Now, in FM17, this always meant a goal for one of the teams. In this one, it's actually a bit different. They don't always score now. But, oh my God. I mean, literally, Segura has gifted them 2 goals today. And as a result, he's on a 4.4. And that's not the first 4.4 we've seen this season. I mean, just look at those defensive ratings. I mean, we need a new back four, basically. That's what we need, a new back four. I'm at a loss for words, basically. Right, well, aggressively, not happy with that result at all. That was absolutely dog shit. No doubt about it. That was awful. Now we've got Derby in 5th, and we'll probably lose to them, won't we? Because Derby are a good side. I mean, Alare played well. We'll praise him. Superb in front of goal last time, mate. Really good stuff. Howkins, though, not Howkins, Segura. I mean, I praised him. I said he was one of the best. I said he was my signing of the season. I take it all back now. He's not. Interaction, discipline, poor performance. We'll issue a warning, because I've not had to do that to him yet. We'll issue a formal warning for that. And what does he make of that? Is he angry with me? I'm going to drop him for the next game as well, so he's not playing the next game. He feels his warning was harsh, did he? Well, you lost us 3 points by giving away a penalty and passing it to their man to score. So, personally, I don't think that. And Dominic Ball wants first team football. Normally I give it to Fletcher. Why is Fletcher doing that? It should be Bostwick. But actually, we'll say to him, we'll start you in a few games, mate, because Segura's not playing again for a while at least. I'm recording this on Wednesday night. Currently sitting on 1,973 subscribers as I do this. Interestingly, we could be on 2,000 by the time you're watching this. The rate things are going up this month. It's been absolutely crazy. The last 28 days, I've gained 1,319 subscribers according to the YouTube app. So, literally, December has been amazing. It's been crazy. And, I mean, obviously, this kind of level of growth it just can't continue. It's got to end at some point. But it literally is the best month it's been for ever, obviously, and I've really, really enjoyed it. So thank you if you're watching this now and you've joined recently. I do thank you for all your time and things like that. So I'm sending some love to you. Oh, Wimbledon want Woodyard on loan, but he's just on a new deal, by the way, as well. I gave him a new contract. He's finally on a backup player. He was key player up until now, but I'm keeping him. You know, he's a good League 2 player, but there's always going to be a place for him in the Lincoln side. He's made 3 appearances this season so far, 5 last season. You know, he's a top quality player. You know, I do appreciate him and his efforts, and quite frankly, I'm going to be keeping him. So he got 7 goals in League 1. Bloody hell, do you see that? That's crazy. Before that, he'd only had 4 professional goals in his career. 5 actually, because that one at Lincoln there. But blimey, he did well that season, didn't he? We'll say no though, because he's not going anywhere. In my opinion, he's not going anywhere. And there's another deal for someone. Who's this one in for? Stephen Wilkinson? Is that who it's meant to be for? They want him on loan. Is he already on loan there? I feel like he is. No, he's not. Well, I'll tell you what. He can go. That's fine by me. I know he can't actually. He's back up. If they make him a first team player, No, he's not going. They won't have him as a first team player, so he's not going. At least they're being honest about their intentions, even as a backup player. I wasn't very honest with Jose Mourinho saying that I'll use Nishan Burkhardt as a key player. I think he's made about 3 appearances this season so far, so make of that what you will. Right then, we need to take a few changes then to the lineup, I reckon. Dominic Ball obviously coming in for Segura after that awful game he played last time out. I mean, other than that, I feel like I don't need to make that many changes. Vokin, I mean, I can't do anything with Vokins. He's literally the only left back we've got who's decent, so he's got to play. We'll leave, I mean, Chuma didn't play too well, so we'll bring Fletcher on instead, I think. Or that's gone to Orange now. They're a decent partnership though, that's alright still. And maybe we'll leave it like that. I'll tell you what, we'll leave it like that. I don't know why I mean, I've had a bit of a brain freeze there. I forgot I was even recording. So I just watched the first few minutes of that game. Didn't say anything. We've kicked off, by the way, now, yep. So I'm with you now. Lincoln v Derby. This could be an interesting game. We're at home, so it's a relatively localish derby. Well, that's confusing, isn't it? It's not a derby in the terms of, like, it's not passionate or anything. It's not like Forest versus Derby. That's a big derby. But Lincoln's only about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from Derby. So it's local enough for me to feel that there's a bit of local animosity. At the same time, though, I'm probably talking up my arse, so you could probably just ignore me. What we can't ignore, though, is that this is the first highlight of the game, and it's going in Derby's favour as Hesketh puts it through to Murphy. Haug makes a decent save there, and he actually makes a double save there. So a good bit of goalkeeping from him there, clearly, because he needed to back himself up after last time, not doing very well, conceding 4 goals. I mean, penalty he can't do much about, but the 3 other ones, he probably could have done a little bit more to do to try and save them. So he's not perfect, but he's the best we've got right now. And that was literally the only highlight of the first half. What a crap game so far. I mean, hopefully the second half we'll get better. And by getting better, I mean we score 6 goals. Fletcher scoring 4 of them. And then Haug scoring 1 from a free goal kick or something like that. And then we'll have Vokin scoring 1 because he needs to do something to boost his ratings. He's been woeful this season. Like, he really is crap. He's not played well at all. But then again, he's got Premier League potential. So if it did come up to the point where they said, do you want to sign him? I'd be like, yeah, okay, that's probably something I'd want to do. So swings and roundabouts. Does that phrase even make sense as well in that little analogy? I don't think it even does. Like, literally, I just say anything and it just comes out my mouth and I just go with it. Highlight now, only the second highlight of the game, or maybe it's the third highlight, I don't know. Either way, nothing's happened, and this is potentially the only thing that could happen now. As Wells was on the ball, gets a great ball out to Fuchs, puts it into where, oh my god, they've gone scored, haven't they? I don't understand how we could have gone from playing really, really good football against Everton, or Leicester rather, not Everton, to this. Right, McGinn's not played well. So we're going to move him up front and bring Chuma on as a poacher. We'll make him a poacher on attack. Coyle can move into that midfield like that, but we'll bring Longstaff on, and instead he can be a what can he be? What can De Silva do? Actually, thinking about it, what De Silva, he can be more of a ball-winning midfielder, and then we'll make Longstaff a. What can we make? We can't make him a Carrillo. Interestingly, I thought we could do that. What does I don't know what personalised mean at this bit. We'll make him a box to boxer. He can be a box to box midfielder. Can we make this? Why can we make? I'm very confused as to why we can't make Longstaff a Carrillo. I mean, that's bothered me. That has. We'll also put Vokins onto attack, Roberts onto attack, and move ourselves up to overload to try and grab a goal on this. Well, actually, I think we'll probably move Alari into the middle as a target man as well. I'm going too in depth in this. You're probably watching this thinking this is dead boring, but we've got to do something. We'll also take a high tempo and take more risks. There we go. Well, it could pay off straight away. Actually, as an hour highlights, and we lose the ball, so Naki Wells can come forward and try. Oh, Roberts makes a great tackle there, though. Now Alari can get a ball through to Chuma. Chuma. His pass was awful. What was that even about? That was really, really bad. And now Vokins has collected the ball. So we've got a chance to come forward again. We lost it again, though, but now it's back in our possession. It's just bouncing around right now, bouncing around the midfield. Get it to Roberts. Roberts in great space. Why did he not run? Why did he not run down that wing with so much space? It's back to him now, so he's effectively have made that run. Chummer into Alare to Byers hits the crossbar. We just don't have any luck, do we? We are literally have no luck this season. I'm trying to think of times we've actually had some luck go our way, and I can't think of it apart from one time when we scored in the 93rd minute to get a win or something like that. That's literally the thing I can think of. I mean, I reckon we move Longstaff to the deep line playmaker, bring Byers as that attacking midfielder and swap him on for Camps, and Camps can play as a advanced playmaker on support. So actually we'll leave Longstaff as a... Oh, we can make him a... That's weird. I mean, that's confusing, that is. Either way, though, there is a highlight now looking like it's going to be for Derby as they're coming forward on the ball now. Naki Wells gets it back to Murphy. Oh, look how many of them are. Fuchs on the ball. Howkins makes a nice clearance, and now we can come forward. Chummer through to Fletcher. Now Fletcher into Alare. Alare, just get it to... Oh, what was that? Fletcher's on it now, and... Well, a final swing of a dice now as De Silva puts it into the middle. Vokins on his head, and... I don't know what else we can do, really. What else can we do? Their goalkeeper has been in inspired form today. I'll tell him that. Either that or our shots really have been poor. Oh, now Wells has been put through as well, and he's offside. Thank God. He literally is about to round the keeper there. 50 seconds. We've got a chance. Oh, that was a great ball as well. If the defender wasn't there, I mean, I feel like we've played really well this game, but we just haven't been able to get the result, which has annoyed me to an extent. And when I say to an extent, it's annoyed me a lot. As Chummer, oh, he's actually gone and done it. We've actually gone and grabbed a draw at the end of this game. I'm still saying we're very unlucky, though. I still say that we've not got any luck because we deserved a few more goals in this, so we're unlucky not to win. But crucially, though, it was before the 4 minutes was up. If they score now, though, there will be a riot. I will literally go, oh, they've not scored, but I was literally going to riot then if that happened. I mean, we've picked up a nice point there, I suppose. But I'll say unlucky out there, boys. There's a bit of motivation there, but I expected better this episode. I expected at least 3 points, and that's not happened. So we're sitting down in 16th now. Miraculously, though, still only 12 points off. So we've only lost 1 point in the playoff race, essentially. Well, I don't really know what to make of that episode then, because it was a weird one. Like, I don't know if I'm happy with that or not. I'm not happy with that. We lost to Ipswich 4-3. Jeez, we had a 2-0 lead there. Well, let me know in the comments what you think about this episode, because I can't get my head around it. I don't think we've actually done that well. And I say that because we haven't done well at all. We've actually been pretty poor this episode. And as you can see on this thing, if this is our lowest league position, 16th, it's our lowest league position apart from week 2, but that doesn't really count. Next episode, then we'll probably do a Stoke Rotherham maybe. Or that's actually quite soon. Maybe we'll do a Brighton Charlton. Yeah, Brighton and Charlton, I reckon, is a good episode to do. Alright then, well, thank you very much for watching today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you do drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here as well for more Lincoln City action, football action, experiments, all sorts of Football Manager stuff. So I'll see you tomorrow for more Football Manager action.